It is time for our video edition of Hey Mary Kay, where Mary Kay Cabot answers your questions. So let's get to it. Mary Kay, Tom Goodsight from Sanford, Florida says, how can you possibly think Isaiah Crowell is a team player with his recent comments thinking all the time about money?
Well, you know what? I think he was actually honest about that. I think most players in a contract year think all the time about getting paid, and although they usually tell us that's in the hands of my agent, I think they are mostly thinking about it. So I think he was just one of the guys that was honest.
And listen, I can understand maybe some frustration from fans, but if you were staring down a multi-million-dollar contract, I think you would think about it all the time too. Next question, Matt from Lewisburg. If the Browns end up with a top 3 pick and DeShone Kizer doesn't separate himself, is Darnold or Rosen an option for this team?
Well, you know, this is going to be a tough decision because if DeShone Kizer shows that he can be the guy, but there is still a little bit of doubt, and you do have a top 3 pick, you know, it puts the organization in a difficult situation because, you know, some of these guys that are coming out next year look really good so far in these games that we're watching on Saturday afternoons. So he's really got to show that he can be the guy, and so far he has shown flashes of being a franchise quarterback.
Last question comes from Ben Jones in Macon, Georgia. Will DeShone Kizer rebound in Indianapolis from that 4-turnover game against Baltimore?
I think he will. I think he's going to play a lot better. I, for one, think that having a horrible head-pounding migraine had something to do with his very poor performance in Baltimore, where he threw 3 picks and was strip-sacked 1 time. So because of that, and because I think the Ravens were such an incredible defense, I think he'll be better in Indy.
Hey Mary Kay, if you want to submit some questions, go to cleveland.com/Browns. Scroll down, there's a submit box over on the right of the page.